You can try to slow the nanomachines down. You're like there. That's a thing you can do. But if you do, you're gonna take 2 harm armor piercing. Or you can let these nanomachines continue tearing their way through the city, and very shortly, everyone will be dead.
Okay, I'm gonna put all my effort into slowing the nanomachines, and I also want to send, if I can, I mean, I'll just like be screaming it into the maelstrom. Uh, Sherman, like I'm holding them back, but not for long. Like that, we'll be torn apart.
You wanna
Uh,
roll weird for that and meet Sherman in your little fancy
yeah,
cafe where you guys exchange
yeah.
information at, since he's currently in the maelstrom.
Okay, I got a 9.
Okay, all right. So you take 2 AP. What does that bring you to?
That brings me up to the 9 o'clock position.
All right, that's bad.
Yeah, it's not gonna heal on its own,
Yeah, it's
right?
not. And like your eyes also start bleeding, much in the same way the Gaz's did.
Okay, I'm like gushers.
All right, what
Fruit,
happens when you have
fruit.
a partial weird success? Do, 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 do. I give you an impression. All right. So yeah, you're trying to open your brain here, and you get like these really abstract paintings series. Like you're standing in an art gallery, and you like see a picture of Sherman, like going, "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo," and then you see like an abstract, what
It's
could
like a
be like a
cubist
red.
painting of Sherman.
Yeah, you see what could be like a red U, and then there's like V's. There's like a dozen V's like launching into the sky in like a formation, and then you see what's definitely an abstract of an AC-130 gunship. Like you can be as abstract you want, but it's pretty, you know,
Right.
tubular shaped with wings, and you see the V's heading toward it, and you have a pretty good impression of what's happening. And then you and Sherman are in the cafe with Hades again, and Electric Avenue is playing
And I'm
on the
like, I'm
jukebox.
just like, yeah, with my like espresso, and I'm like, I turn to Sherman and I'm like, Sherman, Hades nanobots are on their way and will destroy us momentarily. I can only hold them back for, and I like look over at him and I'm like, so long.
Hades is like a couple minutes.
And I look back to Sherman and I'm like, so it's up to you, buddy. I'm out for the count, I think. Do what you can, uh, or I'll see you in hell.
So I think Hades walks over and wraps his hand around your shoulder, and he's like, "Don't worry, Henrik. We'll be together forever."
Can I, now that I'm here, can I use one of my augury moves?
Didn't you? Are you using augury again?
Yeah, for a
Okay.
different effect.
All right. Let's do it. What is the purpose this time?
I am going to isolate and no. I'm going to isolate and protect a person or thing from the world's psychic maelstrom.
Excellent. What
Is
is the
it
person or
Gaza?
thing?
Hades.
Gaza.
All right. You realize he is the psychic maelstrom, but are you attempting to
Or like
this
Artemis.
interpretation of him? Oh,
Artemis. Like
interesting. All right,
Sorry, what are you doing?
this is your last ditch effort. Then you're trying to separate Artemis, the nanomachine control system, from the virus.
yes.
Very well. Like this is it. The world will end if you fail this.
Virgil,
Yeah,
can you help?
I'm like, yeah, and I'm like trying to help, and I'm just like shaking my face, and like blood is now like in the real world. You see me like drinking my espresso, and then real world, I'm like unconscious with blood like pouring out of my face. Uh,
In the background of all the cafe, there's like code streaming Matrix style everywhere. Just like code on code on code. Yeah, you
There's
have a
the.
+1 aid.
All right. Don't
Hey,
fuck
I
this
think
up.
I
Don't
think
fuck this
we
up. Don't
I
fuck
think
this up.
before you make that roll,
Oh,
okay,
for
never
fuck's
mind.
sake.
God.
Snake
it.
eyes. The
That's
world
it.
ends.
You try to separate Artemis from the psychic maelstrom. You're inside Artemis. You have
Doesn't that make that a 6?
yes, it does. It's still a fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
The end of the world is insured. You are
Hey,
unable to complete your mission. The apocalypse ends in an apocalypse.
So, how about we end this with me and Liz kicking down the door and like trying to shoot these two guys while they're doing this as
Okay.
well.
I think at that moment, we like he fails and we get kicked out of the maelstrom. Yeah, and then we like stand up. I'm like covered in blood, dripping, and then the door gets kicked open. Does that sound cool?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's Gaza and Liz just shooting everybody.
Yeah, and I'm
I
like
think at this point, both
vomiting-
of us just die.
vomiting.
Well, hang on.
We've
Hang on,
made our
there's-
best effort to
No,
be
we'll
the
roll it
heroes.
out. We'll roll it
There's-
out, right?
There's something in here that where I think the story can go. Is how about this? How about
I think
this?
I raise my gun at you and then just like drop it and like slump
Out
against
of curiosity,
the wall.
can I
Yeah.
hold Henrik for material comfort?
Yes.
All right. As I do this, I activate the angel move.
Hang
Healing
on.
touch, which I literally just took, which I think Henrik also just has.
I do.
They slump into each other. The two of you are like, while you're in the maelstrom, you're both like running towards the bunker. You collide into each other's arms as you fail to destroy the thing that's ending the world.
Yep.
Gaza and Liz pop in right behind you with guns and rocket launchers and Gaza's rocket fist.
All right,
All right.
I turn to them. I turn to Liz, and I just see these two fucking idiots just like laying on the ground, just like I don't know, kissing or something. I don't know what you guys are doing.
I'm mostly just blood at this point.
Yeah, it's mostly
Yeah.
just a conglomeration.
and I'm just like, last chance, motherfuckers. Why are you doing this? And
And I'm
speak
just like-
like I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Explain
'Cause
it to
I
me
don't.
like I'm 5.
Yeah. Fine.
All right. It sounds like the two of you are rolling for your medic.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're medicing each other, and then you need to explain to
It's
Gaza.
gonna be brutal.
Yeah.
'cause
And
this just
Liz-
might, like, fucking kill me.
All right. Let's do this. All right.
Just
This
remember,
is,
you can always keep disfiguring yourself.
That's true.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right, what do you get out of that? You just
He gets
heal.
to heal. He gets to heal one segment.
All right,
Yep.
Henrik, you heal 1.
Oh no, it's me that heals, and I do the same
No,
to him.
we're doing it across.
And I
Okay, so
act
I-
under fire.
All right. The fire is probably the nanomachines consuming.
Yeah,
your
you
soul.
can probably see. Yeah, you guys probably kick in the door and you're like, "What the fuck? You guys better tell me what the shit is going on." In fucking English. And then, yeah, you could probably see us like our stuff like is knitting back together and stuff. We're like healing each other, which is probably weird.
All right,
So I do
Sherman.
something under fire. Oh fuck. Okay. Well, I do
Okay.
something under fire.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what the consequence. I think that particular move has a consequence for you not making it, right? Or is it
Well,
just
so
reacting to fire.
I think it's just acting under fire
Let's see here.
for the angel move.
Healing touch.
But you're acting under fire from your patient's brain.
Okay. Well, I think you can heal Henrik, but if you do, you're going to take a 1 AP damage.
But if you do, you're gonna sound like Henrik from now on.
I'm gonna sound like
Oh my god, that's amazing. Yep, that's it. All right.
All right.
Yeah. If you heal Henrik, you're going to take part of his personality on, or you can just drop it and it doesn't heal him.
Definitely happening.
Oh my god.
All right. All right. We both heal.
All right. Gaza, you come in demanding an explanation. What does everybody else do? Liz,
Yeah.
what do you do? Right? All these guys are doing moves, demanding shit. You just see Sherman and Hendrik touching each other, and they're like re-knitting all of their shit. Their
So,
faces
am I
are
allowed to shout out the answer to Gaza's question?
Yeah, I was just gonna let you kind of take.
Well, let Liz do something here.
Yeah.
Feel free to do
She's
something.
the reason why we're here in the first place. So
to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liz, what do you want to do?
Give me one reason why I'm not just pulling the trigger right now.
We're the only ones who can stop the evil supervirus from annihilating all life on the Earth.
you know how
Yeah.
ridiculous you fucking sound, right?
Yeah.
I'm like,
And
it
you-
made me
We're
do
probably
this.
going to die here anyway, so why don't you just let us do that and die, and you guys can go live your life.
I look back at Liz and I'm just like, hey, Colonel Sanders, I know you're here.
So, Liz, what were you rolling for?
Oh, you were rolling something?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, manipulate.
And the manipulate was tell me what's...
Spill the beans.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think.
I mean,
you
I
are-
would have done that anyway, but
Who were you doing that on?
Yeah,
Both
direct,
of them, basically.
You had
it
to
has
pick
to
one.
be a target. It's targeted.
Oh, okay. Sherman, I don't really like Henrik
Alright.
at the moment.
Sherman, I think you have some options here.
okay. I mean, I literally just told her what she wanted to know.
Okay. Well, then you get to choose, Liz. Either if he does it, he marks experience, or if he refuses, it's acting under fire.
Well,
Which one
he
would-
he accepted, so
Yeah, he
guess
gets XP.
Okay. Well, then
Okay.
yeah, you get
Oh,
XP.
wait.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled another weird. I get the level. Oh, no, wait.
All right.
Gain XP.
Man, this is a weird scene.
Yeah.
All right, you demanded to see Hades, and Hades does show up, like, in between the two groups, and he's like, "Yes, Mr. Gaza, I thought we had an agreement. You were leaving."
We did leave, but then we came back. I want to make
He's-
another one.
If he's facing Gaza...
Yes.
oh, actually, never. I mean, yeah.
You wanna get
Oh,
physical contact?
Yeah,
and
I
time
do
with
want to
him?
try to get some physical contact with him. If I can just grab him, I mean, I've had plenty of time with him and lots of physical
I
intimacy.
feel like you need to act under fire for that one.
yeah, because I'm blind from blood. I literally, you know, when you're like playing a video game and the screen's all
Yeah.
red. Yeah, I have that. And I'm just like stand up and stumble and try to like just grab on and hold to the weird body.
Actually, that sounds like Seas Under Fire. Yeah, Seas Under Fire. The fire.
He's on the force.
Yeah, the thing that you're seizing is literally Hades.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to like say your sentence that you were saying, and then I'll roll this? Like you said it, and then I kind of stumble in from behind. What were you
Well,
saying?
Gaza said he wants to make a deal.
Oh yeah, okay.
And that's
So
when
he's
you
like,
stumble into Hades.
he's like, let's just make a deal, and I'm like, blade on you.
Go ahead, make your roll.
Which is gonna be terrible.
Go hard.
Seize by force. Yes.
Oh fuck.
What options would you like to take?
Yeah, I'm gonna in brain puppet strings this bitch, if I can.
Well, I mean, you seized him, but you have a couple other options you can.
Oh
take.
yeah. Well, I definitely grab a hold of him.
You can't deal damage
That's-
to him. I mean, that's
right,
the thing
he doesn't
you can't
have-
do. You literally
Uh,
can't hurt him.
I want to impress him, and I don't want to suffer very much harm.
Well,
Right.
you impress, frighten, or dismay him, right? He gets to pick one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Wait,
here's
does
what
it have
happens.
to be him, or can I try to impress the other two here that are more important to me?
It says you impress,
Your
frighten,
enemy.
or
Yeah,
frighten your
them.
enemy.
They are my enemy right now. I want to impress them and make them think that I am ballsy.
Okay, fine. Yeah, you see Henrik just like, "Wah!" He does the Calvin and Hobbes shit. Just like leaps up and grabs Hades from behind. You're both super impressed by this sleep. Alright, you want to puppet strings him now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, guys. This is 12. Yeah, I
Okay.
tell him to end program.
Yeah, he refuses.
Damn it.
Can you
You
inflict
can't deal
harm?
damage to him, so all you can do is lower his roll, but he doesn't have to make rolls.
Arthur, would you allow me to do an augury move for a different version of the like a different thing that I
Explain
was
it to me what you would like to do.
I would like to reach. Give me a second. I'm gonna think.
Alright, let's talk back to Gaza.
Yeah, I
Gaza, you
slump
want to
off
make a
his-
deal with Hades.
I just slump off on him onto the ground. Hades, you know, I'm probably like leaning up against
Okay,
him,
so
bleeding.
Sherman somehow did something that greatly impressed you by leaping forward and
It
grabbing
was actually
him.
Henrik, but yes.
Yeah, Henrik, and then
Sherman's
melted
impressive,
to
too.
the floor. What
Look,
Hades like just is like looking down and is like, Mr. Gaza, you wanted to make a new deal.
Yeah. It was clear to me that something profound, I guess.
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm
happening
currently
here.
destroying the world right now. Unfortunately, men like Sherman and Henrik are capable of altering the programs, and I'm afraid I
and I-
can't allow that. I'm going to have to wipe out the human race and start over again.
Do you
I think he
need,
says, and like Sherman, and it goes Sherman and Henrik, and I'm like on the ground, like flapping my bloody hand at him. Can alter the plan, like.
I look back at Liz and I'm just like, sorry for stepping out of line here, love, but do you need someone to kickstart that shit again?
He's like, are you offering to donate your genetic material to be a metaphysical Adam and Eve. Or I suppose in this case, an actual Adam and Eve.
I look over at Liz.
Sounds good to me.
All right, the sad
I've
song from
vomited
Scrubs
without you.
starts playing. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. As Gaza and Liz betray Sherman and Hendrik. And I think Hades like reaches out and like puts his palms on each of your foreheads, Gaza and Liz. Sherman, this is literally your last chance.
Yeah.
If you whatever move you're about to make, if you don't stop him, the nanomachines are gonna roll over this place and kill you. And Henrik.
Yeah.
What crazy scheme have you come up with to save the world?
Do it, man. I used all my good rolls. Didn't work.
I kind of feel like I should, like, if there was a way for me to, like, inject my own consciousness into the psychic maelstrom, I'm trying to figure out which one of that would actually work.
I think that this scene...
Just reaching out to the maelstrom. You want to put information in it. You want to put all your information in it, right?
This scene, I think, takes place in both the cafe and
Wait
in the
a
bunker
minute.
at the same time.
Is it like warping back and forth?
David Bowie's Under Pressure is playing in both locations.
pressure.
Okay, Arthur, how about this?
Okay, hit me with your plan.
All right.
I know you like planning.
I am going to insert information in the world psychic maelstrom.
Yes.
And what I am going to do is make Gaza and Liz physical manifestations of the psychic maelstrom. They are literally, like you've already said that they are being they're donating their own genetic material to be the new incarnation of the psychic maelstrom. And I imagine at this point, like all of it is being like consolidated into their own genetic material. Is that correct?
Sure. We've got some, like, Mass Effect synthesis bullshit happening.
Yeah.
What information are you inserting?
Specifically that they are the physical information that for the reboot to actually occur, Gaza and Lisbeth actually have to be the physical manifestation of Hades in the psychic maelstrom.
So you want to basically insert into the psychic maelstrom the idea that they must now, like, control all the nanomachines, the two of them.
Yes.
Okay. I'll accept this. This
Can
is
I
your
help?
desperate last chance.
Can
Are
I?
you
Can
still
I?
conscious, Henrik? If so, yes.
Okay, yeah. I only have whatever 9.
So,
Liz,
like my plan here is basically get the physical manifestation into.
It's basically going to turn Gaza and Liz into gods.
Yes, but physical
Yes.
gods, which can potentially be killed. Not that we can do that now. But
we're both gangs.
Physical
like,
gods that could potentially be killed, except they have control nanomachines in the atmosphere and can literally form
Right.
bullet shields.
Right, and maybe like
Or
you know.
stop triggers of guns from being pulled, because that's a thing they'll be able to do.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm
That
helping
sounds
him
cool.
do this.
All right.
All right. Then this is what I'm gonna do.
I need Henrik's roll first, because
Yeah.
the aids come first
Now,
always.
I
You
want to
fuck it up.
ask Liz: Are we going against this?
That sounds cool, being a living god.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I failed my roll.
Yes, you did. We'll
All
get to
right.
the consequence in a minute.
All right. This is my augury move. Fuck! Please don't fuck this up. Oh,
Devin Brad was sending you his
Pure
energy,
success.
and you just got it.
I just got it. Okay. So I am inserting into the psychic maelstrom. Persist
Are you, like,
for persist
yeah.
for a while without me actively maintaining it, and it reaches broadly throughout the world's psychic maelstrom.
Okay.
And at this point, I turn to Gaza and Lisbeth, and I say, "You are the harbingers of the new world. How will you deal with this?"
So I think there's
vomit
probably
some
some really cool rock song. Probably
Yeah.
something from a season ending of the sci-fi show Defiance. And, yeah, like, Liz and Gaza, your brains are, like, uploaded with the collective knowledge of every human who has lived in the past 50 years. And, You
Oh,
know,
shit, Herman,
you know
I did not
everything.
need to know that.
You literally know everything, and you have control over basically all of the Earth.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a place to end the campaign, unless anyone has something they'd really like to do. You know
I
what's
do.
playing?
I do.
It's
I do,
fucking All
actually.
Along the Watchtower, the version from Battlestar Galactica.
So,
I
but
would
they
like-
know.
I-
I think the last. Let me just say, the last like piece of data that they get was that it was Sherman and Henrik who like did this, right?
Yeah.
Because that was like the last piece of data, and right at the end, the
So-
program was changed to do this by Sherman and Henrik, right?
But there's also
Did you
information
guys
in
like
there about
slash
you guys
code
being-
yourselves in?
So at this
Yeah.
point, Sherman and Henrik are pretty much at the complete mercy of Gaza and Lisbeth.
I
there's
really
still the
just want to
missiles
leave
homing
that
in
off
on the
screen,
plane.
though. No.
There's still the missiles homing in on the plane.
Not if we change it.
Yeah, not if they're just like, nope, no missiles.
But we weren't able to redirect the missiles with
They-
from before.
They literally have nanomachine control over everything.
It literally breaks
You,
them down.
you weren't able.
Literally.
You weren't able to do
Makes
it,
them-
but they're the psychic maelstrom. They have nanomachines in every particle of the atmosphere. They literally can just be like, we disassemble it at the atomic level.
Okay.
With their brains.
Would I? Okay.
Yeah, so I just look up and I'm like, "Can you fix my face? It's falling off."
I look over at Liz and I'm just like, raise my eyebrows at her and I'm just like, you know, this feels kind of good. Like my accent is completely gone at this point.
Liz, you want to
is
give us the
amazing.
final word here?
This is amazing. You know what? There's only one thing that could possibly go wrong.
Oh yeah, what's that, love?
Sherman, and can I use the augury one more time?
No.
Oh,
No.
goddamn it.
Can't you just leave it be, man?
No, because my entire plan has been falling apart because of that.
I
whole-
snap my fingers and sever your connections to the maelstrom.
Boom! 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 Done.
Nope.
That's an amazing reward for all of the work you've done to save humanity.
Yeah.
They're the
Right.
only ones that can take our power away.
I told you, yeah. I
That's
love how Hades' plan has become your plan now. It's like,
Yeah.
boom, yep, gotta kill them. Now you're like, oh, we did it. Okay.
I'm not gonna
Well-
kill them. Just gonna make sure they can't fuck with us.
Well, let me ask you, what is a savvy head without connection to the weird?
I'm sure we
much?
can figure
Yeah, or
something
me.
out.
No,
Paladin without his powers.
no, yeah. I just put the muzzle of the machine gun in my mouth and pull the trigger.
Wow, this is fucking dark, man.
I stopped that from happening.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can work
See, I wanted
something
to
out.
end it when they became gods, and now it's getting darker. It should have been a great moment when we had new gods born to save the human race, and now it's like, no.
You just elevated Harley Quinn to godhood.
Yeah, and Gaza, who still holds resentment for these two fucking.
Can we end it now?
Okay, no, because it's now sobbing. It's ending with me like bleeding onto the gun, sobbing onto the gun, with like snot coming out of my mouth, crying because I can't even end my miserable life.
I fix your wounds.
And end scene.
Yeah.
All right, let's discuss Apocalypse World. God, this game got weird, especially in the final episode when everything got really metaphysical.
Hey man, all I wanted was like, yeah, as long as my character lives, that's fine.
I actually have one more move I could make, but I'm not going to. And Arthur, I think this would
do it.
actually be a good exit to this entire series, because with that last weird move, I actually leveled.
Oh God.
So Arthur, I'm not saying that I'm like this is the end of the story, yes.
Yes.
But at the end of the story,
Let's do
I
it.
get one more improvement,
Yep.
and I change my character to a new type.
Okay. Yeah. What do you do?
So specifically, I switch from Savvy Head, since my connection to the Psychic Maelstrom is now
Brainer.
no Gunlugger.
Brainer's worse.
Okay. All right. What about this situation has suddenly given you the ability to use guns?
I have literally, well, I mean, I already knew everything there was to know about guns because I could put them back together again,
course.
and
You
my
just never
connection
shot
to the
him.
psychic maelstrom has been severed, and I've been shot enough times that I know quite a bit about bullets.
Now
So
you're a badass.
now I'm a badass. And more specifically, my last line of programming to divert the psychic maelstrom into these two was under the assumption that we would be able to destroy them and end it. So I think this is the segue into kind of a new series where Sherman and perhaps Henrik, if he doesn't kill himself,
He can't. He can't. He's trying.
Yeah. I pretty much expected you to try and do that, so I just no.
fair enough. So my original plan for this entire thing, Arthur knew about, and I think ended it.
Whoa. All I had from your plan was literally the words like, I want to mess with Gaza or something like that.
No, there was a lot more to that message.
Yes, I know. I didn't read
Read-
it
read
until the
the
break.
Oh my
And
god! You
By
have
the
to
time it
read
got to the break, it was no longer relevant.
Oh
Read
no,
the
no, no!
message.
It wasn't. It was
Read the
not
message.
irrelevant at all.
Wait, are these
All
on
right,
Skype
so this
and I
is the
wasn't
actual
noticing?
message, which is now completely
He
irrelevant.
sent me the messages on Skype.
Can I
directly.
work against Gaza? I'd like to detach the transponder from the plane and reattach it to the Bilby. And while I was attaching cables, I did that from what I understood from Arthur.
Yes.
So the transponder was actually attached to the Bilby,
Yes.
and I wanted you guys to drive away into the sunset, and apparently that shit just wouldn't have happened. Like, that was the whole thing with the missiles locking.
When did you
up.
get a chance to screw around with the missiles, the cabling and stuff?
When I was hooking up the Bilby to the Artemis.
Yes.
Like, I was actually
You
I was,
never did that though.
yeah.
He was in the process of doing it when
So I would
Everything
have.
exploded.
I was really hoping for that end to this. I was really.
yes.
I mean,
you were
it's,
you were hoping for the good end. Well, I don't even know if it's a good ending.
I
You were
don't even
hoping
know
for
it's
the
good.
ending where Gaza and Liz are exploded by the force of a
it
thousand
was.
missiles.
It was. And I actually. So that was the other thing, is I was trying to get the psychic maelstrom into them so that would happen, but that didn't work.
Instead,
So
we
now
have the
just have to go
Deus
the old
Ex
fashioned.
Machina ending where people ascend to being gods and
Yep.
immediately fuck with them.
Can I just say that the weird stat in this game is just completely overpowered in every way?
Ridiculously overpowered.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
You
Not
got
at
you
all,
guys at
because
the
if-
end. There was like almost nothing we could do to stop you guys
Yeah,
from killing
you guys
us.
were just completely like.
You were
kicking
on
Oh,
us
top.
out.
aside
look,
from the fact that he
literally.
kneed me in the nuts during
No.
a
There was
transition
literally
fight,
nothing we
that
could do
almost
to
killed me.
stop you guys from doing whatever you wanted. You could
Yeah,
kill us at
literally.
any moment.
You
Like,
guys
we
were
had
so
nothing
much
we
more
could do.
powerful than us.
We
In
had
single
nothing-
combat,
Can't say.
we've been playing through 4.5 episodes of you being able to do everything, while we've been sort of like
No, not true at all. You guys.
Dude, I couldn't even do harm to the guy I wanted to kill. Remember?
Yeah,
I was
remember
like,
that?
yeah, I go up and try to kill him. You're like, you can't even hurt him. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, great.
Yep.
Never mind. Yeah, he grabs you. He throws your gun. He fucking starts dragging you off. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
great.
yeah, but you've got the
You
cool
can't say I'm
s-
overpowered.
yeah, sir.
You've got the cool
seriously,
story control. You can
Yeah.
change the
So, for
story.
example, the story, like the whole beat of like, oh, I open up my brain and I just tell this guy to shoot 9 missiles at this fucking guy, and I'm like,
So that actually
was
is
especially-
not.
So the thing to remember there,
That's
it's
like, I
not that
can't
he
do
told
that.
the guy to shoot the missiles. It's that he told the guy where you were. The guy already wanted to shoot missiles at you because
thought
you
you were
literally
dead.
called him on the phone. We're like, "This is fucking Gaza. Fuck you, mate."
yeah, well, I didn't know that was a open line. So.
Missile. Yeah.
Yeah. Just because you didn't know how it worked doesn't mean you don't reap the
So
consequences.
I'd like to talk just a little bit about the end of that game. I thought everything went, really fun. That last bit, I think no one knew exactly what everyone thought,
I had no fucking clue. So
I had no clue where other people were going, and I especially it's especially hard when you can't see Thor's face.
yes.
Like really, Thor, it's really hard for me. Also, I feel like I'm interrupting you when you're about to speak because I can't see your face, so you get like less starting time. So I feel bad for that, and I kind of just want to apologize for interrupting
Yeah,
you.
I know. I need a webcam because I know
I know I must feel shitty too.
This was
you're,
my
like, sitting
favorite
there
character
flipping
in the
us off the
entire
whole
game,
time.
though.
Yeah, it was great. And I had a blast playing Henrik. But yeah, that last part was a little weird. I think we should have taken like a longer break to talk about it more. Like me and Dave talked about it for a couple minutes, or not even like 1 minute, just like, oh, we could do this or this or this. But I think it would have been a better role play. Like I think if we were role playing at home, playing this game right then, we probably would have stopped for a little while, right? Right when I did my first damage.
Yeah, but
Dave's character.
They actually talked about this on the DICE stream for PAX when they were talking about doing stuff as a live stream. You don't always have the time to like stop and talk it out.
Right.
You gotta keep it moving because it's live.